Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and we're going to be looking at how to complete the homework activity in Amplify. That's going to be broken down into tasks 9, 10, 11, and 12 within this lesson. So before we get going, by the time you're done with this video, you should be able to complete our survey here, just to kind of identify where you're at with how to complete the homework. If you're somebody who goes through this video and you're like, I totally get what I have to do, go ahead and place your X there. If you're somebody who's maybe a little confused or might have a few questions, but you know what? You're going to figure it out and ask for help if you need it, put an X there. And if you're somebody who really doesn't understand what's going on or needs some clarification, put the X there and then call me in so we can kind of figure out how to go about and completing these activities. But let's go ahead and look at what they are. There are 4 overall tasks, tasks 9, 10, 11, and 12, where you're going to be working within Amplify to use our energy transfer diagram to model ways in which energy is transferred and converted within kind of a system using an energy source. So let's go ahead and look at the first one. So for task 9, you'll notice that your job is to figure out how you can show a flashlight being powered by a battery using energy from the sun. So that's what you're going to be looking to accomplish. How are you going to show within our energy diagram tool a flashlight being powered by a battery that's using energy from the sun? Now, you're obviously going to click on the Amplify activity. You're going to follow the directions in the page, but you're going to skip number 3. That's a big thing, making sure you're on the number 1. You'll start the activity by clicking on the scenario number 1 link and then hitting the hand in button. And then when you've completed the activity to the best of your ability, you'll hit the kind of save and continue on to the next part. So here's how it looks. When you click on here, it'll take you to our diagram. And from here, you're going to be looking at how are you going to power a flashlight using a battery that has its energy from the sun. So again, you're going to click on the scenario here to begin. So from here, you know that you have a battery, sunlight, and flashlight that you have to show being powered, okay, through everything. So we know that a battery would go either in the potential, kinetic, or light energy slot. You'll have to think about kind of what you've seen before, what you know how to do. You'll have to figure out where does light go. From our previous example, we know it should probably go in the light energy slot. And the next question is, what about this solar energy? Where does this solar sunshine energy using our solar cell go? And then how do I use my arrows to kind of show the transfer and converting of energy from these 3 different objects to obviously the light being created from the flashlight? And obviously you're going to be pulling and moving to show how things transfer from one to the next. When you think you've shown how a flashlight is powered by a battery using energy from the sun, go ahead and hit your hand in button. You'll come back here, hit save and continue, and then you're ready to move on to the next one. And the next one's about how you're going to do that same thing, but now your energy comes from fuel. Same idea, but you'll follow the directions in the second question, hitting the scenario number 2, and then handing in when you're done. Moving on to 3, which deals with food. You'll wrap up with a quick reading, and then there'll be 2 questions at the end to say, hey, what were the key ideas and points from that reading? If you have questions, reach out to me. Otherwise,